Register for the wrong exam date, testing language, or required subjects, and you will be instantly locked out of an admission cycle. For students planning to enroll in 2027, the rules are rigid. And note, the guidance we are about to cover is based entirely on official information available as of August 26, 2026. The China Scholastic Competency Assessment, or CSCA, is a standardized academic exam created by the China Scholarship Council. If you are an international student applying for a bachelor's degree in China for the 2027 intake, this test is now a mandatory part of your application. Your exact requirements depend entirely on your applicant status. A common mistake is assuming that paying your own way exempts you from the test. Many universities still require the CSCA from self-funded applicants. Similarly, applying to a fully English-taught program usually only exempts you from the Chinese language portion of the exam, leaving the science and math requirements fully intact. Assumption is the enemy here. To avoid instant application disqualification, you have to map your specific academic profile to the official rules published by your target university. This matrix breaks down the 4 core testing pillars of the CSCA. The assessment evaluates your academic readiness through mathematics, physics, and chemistry, alongside your academic language readiness through a subject called professional Chinese. That language requirement is highly specific. Depending on your chosen degree, the professional Chinese exam splits into 2 distinct categories: Humanities Chinese for arts and social sciences, and STEM Chinese for science, technology, and engineering programs. The official metrics are tight. You get 90 minutes to answer 80 multiple-choice questions for professional Chinese. The science and math subjects give you 60 minutes for 48 questions. Every subject is graded on a strict 0 to 100-point scale. There is no universal passing score that guarantees acceptance across the country. You're aiming for a highly specific threshold set by the admissions office of your target university. Finding that specific threshold requires a rigid 6-step selection process. You have to select your university, define the specific major and teaching language, open that university's current admission guide, find the exact CSCA subject catalog, confirm the language of the exam, and finally, verify the deadline for the score report. Do not guess your required subjects based on the name of your major. This flowchart tracks how 3 different students navigate those steps. Applicant A is applying for an English-taught computer science degree. Because the program is in English, they are exempt from professional Chinese, but they still need to sit for mathematics in English and potentially physics, depending on the university. Applicant B wants Chinese-taught mechanical engineering. They must take mathematics in Chinese, STEM professional Chinese, and they should expect physics to be a strict requirement. Applicant C is targeting a Chinese-taught humanities program. Their path leads them to mathematics and the humanities version of professional Chinese. Keep in mind, professional Chinese is completely separate from the HSK exam. The CSCA tests the academic language needed for your specific field of study, while the HSK tests general language proficiency. A university might require both certificates. Subject selection is not about playing to your personal strengths. It is a strict compliance test dictated entirely by your target institution's current catalog. Registration happens entirely on the official CSCA platform. Based on the 2026 fee structure, expect to pay 450 RMB for a single subject, or 700 RMB for multiple subjects. Testing generally occurs across 5 designated months. Never rely on an outdated timetable from a previous year, as testing dates and session formats shift frequently. If you opt for home-based online testing, you must pass a rigid technical inspection. Look at this desk schematic. You are required to run a primary Windows PC directly in front of you, while a secondary camera, like a phone or tablet, must be mounted to the side, maintaining a clear view of your profile, your hands, and your primary screen. The official technical prohibitions are aggressive. There is currently no confirmed support for Mac operating systems. You cannot use virtual machines. Extra monitors are strictly banned. Wireless headphones are prohibited. After you navigate the test, results take between 7 and 14 days to process. Universities then review these scores holistically, weighing them against your high school transcripts, passport documentation, and other mandatory certificates. If your internet drops, your secondary camera dies, or a banned background app triggers the anti-cheat software, your test is void. Failing the technical compliance check on exam day is just as lethal to an application as failing the academic subjects themselves. To get from zero preparation to exam readiness, you need a structured strategy. This 30-day timeline chart maps out a complete protocol. It starts on day 1 with downloading the latest official syllabus to diagnose your specific academic weaknesses. Days 1 through 12 form the foundation phase. Here, the focus is purely on the untimed understanding of core concepts. You are reviewing definitions, building formula sheets, and recording why incorrect answers occurred without worrying about the clock. From day 13 to 27, you enter the intensification and simulation phase. For a 60-minute science subject with 48 questions, you average exactly 75 seconds per question. This phase requires introducing strict timed practice to hit that exact pace. Finally, days 28 through 30 are for final repair. You stop learning new material. Instead, review your error log, revise key formulas, and execute the official technical system check in the exact room where you plan to take the exam. This timeline forces you to transition from relaxed knowledge gathering to ruthless execution under artificial pressure. Before you execute this plan, clear the noise. Do not assume all engineering programs share identical CSCA subject requirements. They do not. And a single high score on the CSCA does not guarantee a government scholarship, because quotas and interviews are always factored into the final decision. Before you open a single textbook, complete these 4 baseline actions. Verify the specific university guide. Confirm your exact subjects and language. Source the official syllabus, and plan your technical rehearsal. Subscribe for CSCA preparation lessons, Chinese university guides, scholarship tutorials, and complete study in China application support. Chinese universities are setting high, unyielding standards for the 2027 intake. Relying on general advice won't work anymore. Early, hyper-specific research is the only strategy that ensures your application survives the cycle.